What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that everybody is staying cool in this heat wave, having a good Wednesday evening. So, the ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta are showing their reunion Sweet 16 looks based on the theme of the cash trip from Grenada. And I like the color scheme. I'm a big fan of, bright colors and, leaving the whole black and white or just introducing a new color palette, right? I like the bright colors. What I will say is we had some hits and we had some misses, right? So I'm going to start with the looks that I like the best first and then work my way down. So the winner is Portia Williams. Now, Portia has been cutting up. She did that whole interview with People magazine that people are dragging her for, trying to embody Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale. That was a mess. But here, she ate. She ate this look down. The beautiful gold, I love it. It looks great on her skin. I love the different textures of her dress. I love just, Portia, I will say this. Even though Portia's love life is a mess and her personality, I feel like, is often just a hot mess, she will give us a look. I have never seen Portia have a reunion miss since she came on the show. So Portia, her hair is beautiful, her face is beat. She is 10 10 10s across the board. I absolutely love her dress. It's giving drama. That slit is everything. I love the shoes. Perfection. Moving on. My next best pick for the reunion looks is Angela. Now, a lot of people, are saying that they don't necessarily like Angela's look, but I do. I love the straps. I love, the slit. Angela, in my opinion, right? We all know she has an amazing physique. Of course, she's married to, Charles Oakley, who's also a professional athlete. Well, not also, but I'm saying, he's a professional athlete. So, in terms of the physique, they are that couple. But I didn't think it was a bad look. It's not my, like I said, it's not my absolute favorite, but it's definitely number two. I like Shamia's look. I don't think that it is. I don't know. Shamia's look. She's my next. She's number three. So Shamia's look is, very like I like the pattern. I like the drama of the dress. I like the colors. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Hers is, I feel like, the most divisive and talked about in regards to, what's going on, what's popping online. People are saying it's just her dress is like love or hate. Like there's no in between. So for me, I have to say it's a positive. I don't see anything negative with the dress. It's just it's not my favorite, but I do like it. Moving on, we have Cynthia. So Cynthia, now she did say in an interview, I have to give this to her, right? Because when I first saw the dress, I thought it was a little plain Jane, but she said that she did that on purpose because she is a friend of this season. And she said that she, wasn't trying to necessarily like hog the spotlight or outshine the girls. And it's like we know that Cynthia can dress. She, of course, is a supermodel model. As her profession. But she said that, she wanted to give the other ladies, like the newbies, just the opportunity to shine. It's their first reunion. She's done this. She's an OG. And so she kind of dressed down. So while I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad look, it's just very plain Jane, just a very plain yellow dress. It's giving, Sunday picnic, sundress. You could wear that to almost any occasion. It's not drama filled, for a reunion. But again, she was understated on purpose. So we have to give that to Cynthia. And she did an amazing job throughout the entire season. So I feel like if anybody deserves to kind of, take a step back after the work that she put in all season, it's Cynthia. So the next is Drew. So Drew, um, I feel like now see if I were Drew, and this is just my way of thinking, if they would have made me last chair, I definitely would have had a dress that would have, tried to stop everybody in their tracks. Like it would have made a statement, right? The feathers of her dress are just killing me. Like I don't know what Drew was thinking because the first thing I thought of was, like a chicken, right? I just that's what I was thinking in regards to Drew's dress. I don't know who her stylist is, but Drew, her reunion looks are not as bad as this one in the past. But I would just say, consider looking into hiring possibly another stylist. And I was gonna say Portia's, but unfortunately, her and Portia are still on the outs. She was even let go from being an ambassador to Go Naked Hair. So it's like, okay, well, I would just, like I said, try to find someone else who's known for their portfolio. But this dress it wasn't giving, in my opinion. Next up, we have I guess I would have to say Kelly because I like Kelly, right? I want Kelly to win. I know that she's had a very difficult season in regards to going through her divorce and going through, everything with Britt, Edie, in this last episode. And the fact that they were arguing over this glam squad, word on the curb is that the Glam Squad actually does work for Brit now, and they have, kind of shifted and moved on from Kelly to Brit Edie. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but my question would be to her Glam Squad, um, if it's the one that she shared with Brit Edie or if it's a new one. Do you hate Kelly? Because I just, like I said, I like Kelly. I feel like she's a great addition to the show. I hope she comes back next season. But this dress was just not it. It was too much going on. There's ruffles, there's slit, there's, the top was just too busy. Um, I just, it it was like too long for her petite frame, because she's not a tall woman, right? And so you need to dress her accordingly. I feel like maybe Cynthia could have pulled this dress off, and that's a maybe, right? Um, but I need her to move away from the ruffles. Like if you guys remember that white ruffle dress that she had on, and it looked like just like she was just fully in bloom. Like I really need for her to try something else that's not filled with ruffles and like it's giving Honey Boo Boo pageant. It's not a good look. So Kelly, we love you, but if you come back for next season, which we hope that you do, let's let's get a new glam squad that actually knows how to dress you well, how to style you well, especially for the reunion because this is the culmination of the season. And last but least in this in this instance, we have Phaedra Parks. Phaedra is giving, I can't even say like under the sea because I'm not gonna do Halle Bailey like that. I love the Little Mermaid too much. But what I will say is, it's a mess. Like the top is completely, a separate entity from the bottom. I don't know what's going on with her headpiece. Um, I just it's mismatching and none of it is working together. I'm like, I don't know if Dylan made it. I don't know if she pulled that piece of fabric while she was picking stuff for his bell bottoms. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like thrown together. It's mismatched. It's a mess. So there you have it. Let me know your favorites or the ones that you did not like in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.